Good evening, Earth signs, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I like to do is to go on and just give you a special topics reading today. And basically, the topic of discussion is going to be the ruin. And I'd like to first start off by just welcoming any new viewers and or subscribers to my channel. I certainly appreciate that. With this reading, ladies and gentlemen, it is a general reading, so rest assured that it's not going to resonate for all of you Earth signs up here. Okay? So we're going to start off by just pointing out or just starting out with just defining exactly what is a ruin, okay? Basically, a ruin, ladies and gentlemen, is a glyph or it's basically messages that's inscribed on tablets, okay? Powerful messages that was introduced in the Germanic tribes in Europe over about 2,000 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. So this reading should be quite interesting to do. All right? So we're going to go on and get started. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, if it does resonate, be sure to like and share, subscribe if you've yet to subscribe, and be sure to send me along your comments. I certainly like to read those, okay? So let's first go on and just give you a quick overview of what I'm seeing with your situation here by selecting our first ruin. All right? So the first ruin selected here, ladies and gentlemen, we have, and that ruin, ladies and gentlemen, is all about passion. Okay? And with that ruin, it's it's actually the name of this ruin is actually called Tewaz. Okay? So with this ruin, it brings about a lot of passion. So it's all about a deep connection that you're having with a lover, okay? As well as possibly a passionate new lover is kind of coming, or it might be around in your energy field, okay? It seems to me that with this symbol here, it's all about saying that passion certainly is going to grow over time. So this symbol is asking you to forgive one another so that you can move forward, even if infidelity or jealousy or even, in fact, betrayal, have cropped up into your world here, into your situation. And this ruin is telling you that despite whatever difficulties that many of you may have had, you still can change things and improve things and make things better because it looks like you guys have an unbreakable bond here. Okay, for you singles here, I do feel that someone interesting or appealing is going to be coming in to you as well here. And this symbol is asking you to take some time out to get to know this person, you know? Surrender your need, ladies and gentlemen, to be right and really hear your partners out because, as I said, there is an unbreakable karmic connection between you and another. And this symbol is asking you that many of you, or it's actually telling you that it looks like that many of you really strongly want a committed relationship that's really full of passion and full of meaning. And if this is what you want, it seems that it's quite possible that you can get this as long as you take those steps in terms of, just getting more passionate with this person, uh, surrendering your need to be right, and just forgiving whatever past things that have happened between the two of you to kind of cause a wedge in your relationship. It's time to have a meaningful type discussion here. All right? So let's move right along and see what might um, be your potential challenge here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? We have renewal with this glyph or this ruin there. All right? So with renewing, this connects with or inquas, okay? And this card is again, symbol is all about, ladies and gentlemen, clearing the clutter and really getting rid of things that really no longer serve you or that have outlived its intended purpose here. It's all about trust. So some of you might even be contemplating, even in fact, ending a situation. It could be vice versa, but this ruin kind of asks you to first decide whether you are really willing to put in the necessary effort to kind of make the relationship, go a bit better here. And if you are willing to do this, your situation will, in fact, improve because, again, you have this great passion here, this unbreakable bond here that, your relationship can really last the test of time here or endure the test of time that I'm getting. Okay? I'm also feeling too that it's very important that you try to consider perhaps the role that perhaps you played in this picture too. Did you contribute um, to the relationship getting the way that it is for you? Those of you who are having problems, okay? And if so, you have to learn how to forgive yourself as well. So I feel that many of you have a choice to make, you know, to work things out or really move in a different direction because you might again have outgrown one another. It's all about being authentic here. But I do feel that if you're willing to put in the effort, your relationship really can endure. All right? Next, let's go on and just move right along and see what action your situation is kind of calling you to do, or basically the challenge that I'm getting that's kind of appearing before you. We're going to start with that. And I'm going to pull the ruin here. And actually, you have the right action. The right action appears to be your challenge there. And that card connects with Barkana. That's the name of that ruin there. So your challenge appears to be deciding upon which course of action you should take. And this might include, ladies and gentlemen, a choice between more than one lover. But I feel that deep inside of your soul, many of you know the right action to take. All right? And if you already have a solid relationship, ladies and gentlemen, you need to try to treat this person right. All right? Treat this person as you'd like to be treated, particularly in situations where you know that there's simply not a chance, of your lover or the person with whom you're with to kind of catch you doing something. All right? And for those of you who might even be contemplating getting involved in a third party situation, consider this karma. All right? And consider the law of cause and effect because understand that what you do, so shall you reap. Or what you sow, you definitely going to reap. Okay? So open up and discuss your feelings if something is really hurting you because you might also need to forgive someone, or perhaps someone might in fact need to forgive you. All right? Now we already looked at in terms of the action that I'm feeling you need to take. You need to take efforts or take steps to renewing, your situation and kind of reviving it to a more balanced state here. And you do so again by ridding yourself of the clutter that's in the way here. Rid yourself of all of these past pains and just to stop thinking about them really and just to let go and let God. All right? So let's look at your summary here with your last ruin here. We have radio. All right? And with this ruin, it's all about harmony. And it's urging you to restore harmony in your situation as soon as possible. And so with this ruin, it's asking you to try to learn how to appreciate your individual differences because perhaps the reason why the two of you might have had problems in the past, or if you're with someone new, is because of your differences. Learn to treasure your differences, respect your differences here that I'm getting, and then let it go. And find a way to discuss your needs. And one way to do so is that perhaps you can brainstorm with one another, right? And decide what changes the two of you can reasonably make. And you have to learn how to find meaningful ways, ladies and gentlemen, of attempting to do things here. Okay? And I'm going to go on and just shuffle a few more oracle cards to just give you some more information regarding your situation here. Okay? Let's see what else we have here. Okay. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, as I've already been telling you, really, to receive the passionate love that you really want, you have to release And that is releasing toxic patterns, releasing past hurts. Ask yourself, what can you let go of? And what do you, in fact, want to receive? Okay? Understand that your purpose is personal expansion. Ask yourself, how can you be more intentional with your choices and live more with purpose, ladies and gentlemen? Prioritize self love and care, okay? Because when you do, you certainly feel most nurtured as well as very much cared for, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Understand that, anxiety certainly isn't trying to limit you, but free you from a situation that no longer feels good, okay? So ask yourself, what is your discomfort trying to free you from, okay? So, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to share a message from Spirit with a postcard that I have to you I'm going to read to you guys, okay? So, listen very intently. It's coming directly from Spirit here, all right? And it reads, Dearest you, there are times when loss is a part of life. Sometimes a loss is welcome, like when you leave a situation not in alignment with your highest good. Sometimes a loss is sudden and painful, like when a loved one crosses over to our dimension. Regardless of the nature of the loss and your control over it, your experience is asking to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary as is grief. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, the unprocessed pain haunts you in destructive ways. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break open wide. Feel the loss and integrate it. See the beauty that was, the lessons learned, and know that as you let go of what has passed, ever more of you remain. It gets better, we promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before. Love heals all. We are loving you, sending you love always and forever. Okay? So, Earth signs, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share, subscribe. And if you'd like a more personal reading, please contact me at will.brown at watconsultinginc.net. And all of that information will, in fact, be provided in the description box. All right? Have a nice evening. Thanks a lot.